Hello, hi Pawhook. Hi Mint Treasure. Hello. Hello. Hi. Wow, so early? I mean, I guess. Was it 6, 7? I don't know what time it is. Hey ha. Hey ha. Hey ha. Hi Mocha. Hello. Hi everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. I want to try and finish Pokemon today. Who animated that vid that you posted? It was Sam. Yeah, I put a credit scene in the video. There's credits in there. Hi Ollie. Hi, how's it going? I was adjusting my mic. It was me adjusting my mic. Why am I so fucking underleveled? Good, good. How's it going for you? It's going alright. It's going alright. Can you one-shot me? Yes. Okay. That's not good. What? That didn't take. Oh. Ooh. I thought he would surely die after the defense. I'm so underleveled. Why? Why? I thought Pokemon was easy. What the what? So, how's everybody else doing so far today? I'm so hot in my room, in my chair. It's so hot all the time. And I don't like having the fan on when I'm streaming because it's like a ton of background noise. Got done with work? Nice, nice, nice. Unfortunately, you can't see the weather of chair sweat. You're disgusting. Just got another tattoo. Oh, what of? What of? What of? Tell me. 3 flying cats. Oh, that's cool. I wonder what album art I would get tattooed. If I can get a tattoo, I don't know, probably Gaucho or something. Oh, by Car Bomb? The Car Bomb has really cool album art. Yeah, that's also a good idea. I don't know. I might. They have very good album art. I didn't know anybody else was fucking with Car Bomb. What? Have we talked about it before? This is a man with 999 wins in a row, right? I was listening to it a few streams ago. Yeah, I didn't know if you were there for that one. And I didn't remember if anybody there was actually, like, talking about it or anything. Sigh, annoying. And I'll probably just switch back out to... I love the character design, thank you. Thank you, Teehee. Thank you, Teehee. Oh my goodness, it's doing so much damage. Do you have another Pokemon? Sure, we can remember Roost. Thanks for the rose. Are we faster than Lucario? Probably not. We are. I didn't know Magmar was... Magmar's so fast, though. Why? Does he have quick attack? Whoa, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Been a while since somebody gifted on TikTok. Usually it's everybody on Twitch. That old guy is a fraud. Yeah, he has an aunt and the same guy that I have. What happened? Oh, I'm back out. No problemo. Have fun doing what you do. What's your name on Twitch? It's the same as my TikTok and my Insta and all my other. It's just OWO Pango. Same as always on everything. Should be. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Did you not stream yesterday? I did. I just streamed way earlier in the day. I didn't stream yesterday night. What's the goal in the game? To become the Pokemon champion. It's Pokemon. You have battles, and you collect all the gym badges to prove you're the strongest trainer. Okay. I'm gonna get staticked. Please don't static me. I was here for that stream, then for the first bit of it, I recall. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's not quite 2 days ago, but it's not quite 1 day ago either. I kinda had like maybe a day and a half in the middle. I'm always paralyzed. Oh, drat. Okay. Alright. Did you always have this GiftTuber avatar, or were you an IRL streamer that... Yes, that's what, I was. And you'll never see any of those VODs. They're never coming back. But that was like 6 years ago, and then I didn't do anything for 5 years. I was doing completely different shit 6 years ago. I know what your hands look like? Yeah. It may surprise you that I am a white man. Very shocking, yeah. Wait, are we fighting right now? I kinda don't really want to fight it though. You're a what? I have 7 billion antacids. Yeah. Well, they're the CVS version just of regular Tums or antacids. Oh, I was checking. There we go. Never seen that kind of medication? Well, it's not really a medication in the sense, you know, you go get prescribed it. What happens if you drink lemon juice while having one of those in your mouth? I don't know. They'll probably have a reaction and, you know, balance each other out a little bit. Hello, Squishy. Thank you for the rose. Hello, Squishy. Hello, Squishy. Is the mouse on your avatar linked to the movement of your actual mouse? No. It's not. It's just, it's a GIF just looping over and over again. And then it switches between 2 states based on whether or not I'm talking. But, it appears, I guess it appears to a lot of people that I'm actually moving. Which I suppose is cool. Not that I intentionally go out of my way to deceive anybody. That's just how the art looks. I always clarify that, you know, it was animated and then... Wait, what am I doing over here? Do I have any ice type Pokemon? Do I have any cool TMs? Never heard of these antacids. Yeah, it's for stomach acid. Do you deal with frequent heartburn and acid reflux then? Yeah, because I'm kind of a chubby guy. Trying to fix that. I've lost a couple of pounds in the last month. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm looking for TMs. This is what I'm doing. I got distracted. Do we have any cool TMs that actually do things? X-Scissor, that's cool. Bulldoze would be good for my Excadrill. Volt Switch. Really? None of these can learn acrobatics. How queer. Gangrene, thank you for the sub. Oh my goodness, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Yes, Volt Switch is a good move. We can... probably get rid of Magnet Bomb. Is that, I don't know if it's just a funny little kitty creature. It might be a Calico. He was just crunching on that blanket, you know, giving it the real what for. What happens when you reach 60 subs? I get new emote slots. And Twitch sends someone to my house to, you know, give me a little kiss. So no maid dress stream. Maybe in 10 years. I can buy... What's the sub goal for a maid dress gift tuber Valorant variant? Sorry, I haven't. I've gotten a total of like 8 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. It has not been good. I'm struggling to read some things. We will be waiting. All right. These suck. I don't want these. I'm leaving. I wanted good TMs. Is it a Pokemon game you don't need the TMs? Yes, I do. The TMs is what make your... just overlevel your starter. Well, I don't want to do that. I kind of like using... Pokemon that aren't my starter all the time. So the TMs are here, I believe. I do believe. What? I thought they sold TMs at the Pokemon Center. Oh, this is not good. That was my contingency plan. Everything is ruined now. Should I just lay down and die? All right, let's go do the gym. Why do you need TM so much? Because they give you moves. Because they give you moves. My Pokemon is not strong without moves. You scoundrel. Hello, Fiend. Fight me. They get them every few levels, but yeah, not good enough ones. It's only certain Pokemon centers? Oh, so it like alternates? Or something? Or it's like a select few locations? Why do you have a Timpole? It's not early. We're like in the mid game. We're very comfortably in the mid game now. Only 4? Do you know which ones they are? And are they the same at each one? I like that there's breeders on every route though, because they're nice to train against. Not the Emolga though, because it can paralyze me. But I forgot that it existed, so I'm just going to pretend it can't. And it didn't. Hooray! Go to Lacanose Town. I was already there. You want me to list them? Okay. Nimbasa City. Ba 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 ba. Ha ba 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 ba. Ha ba ba ba.
Hello, Pango.
Hi, G-Biz. You'll have to manually get to him. That's fine. I just want like Thunderbolt and Ice Beam and a couple of those other ones. I want something that can Ice Beam the Dragon Gym, so I don't have to try so hard. Yeah, and I'm not even actually super confident. Well, maybe we can get Nice Punch. La 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 la. Lacanose Town. Did I not say hello, Jeebus? Did I not say that? Am I crazy? Am I living in two different realities right now? No, I 100% did. Wait, why? I went to Lacanose. Bro, my ADHD is... I went here so I could go to the Pokemon Center to get TMs. I've been talking about it for like... at least 5 minutes that this is my plan, that's what I was gonna do. And as soon as I got there, I ran away and went into the grass. Okay, Blizzard, Thunder, Fire... Okay, these are good TMs, but I kind of want to see what's at the other ones. Okay. You said Lacanose Town, Nimbasa City, Mistralton City. I think Nimbasa is right here. Nope, these aren't what I want. Striaton has Calm Mind and Bulk Up. What? We haven't even unlocked Striaton City yet. The silence is so... I don't know what that means. Oh, nothing useful. Nothing useful. Oh, well. Womp womp. But Lacanose Town did have Blizzard, correct? Had Blizzard, if I remember. Yeah, I figured it would. Let's see, Blizzard, who can learn it? Please, someone can learn. Okay, nobody on my team can learn it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Probably also the case with Ice Beam then. I didn't bother to check first, but it's okay. I don't need money. When I get an Ice type, because I don't have a room on my team for all that nonsense. Remove one of them, okay? And then you're gonna ask why I don't have a grass type or a water type later. It's nice to have an ice type because ice types are pretty good offensively, but they kind of suck defensively. And I don't know if there's any really good water and ice type. What, like a Lapras or... But if I remove my Ducklet, then I have to get another flyer. So then I need room for 2 Pokemon. Then I have to remove another one. The reason I have a Ducklet is so I have something that can surf and fly. Man, I'm just why am I so tired? Well, I know the reason. I just more along the lines of just hating the idea of tiredness in general and wishing that I was a being that needed no sleep whatsoever. I wish I could run off of vibes in anger. The vibes being angry. Sleeping is cool, but sleeping is only cool because it's supposed to be. What's wrong with me? Am I dying? I swear, like 30 minutes later, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna have an ounce of exhaustion in me. I just need to tough through these 30 minutes of being really, really tired. That is how sleep works. If you don't get enough sleep, it cycles back. Like if you accrue a full day of sleep debt, it just cycles back to the next 24 hours. Whoa. Missing the sleep chance. What? Can I roll for sleep? Why am I getting toxic spiked in Oh my god, he's so tanky. Oh my goodness. He's tanky and I'm also intimidated. D20. Yeah, apparently we have quite a few D&D fans in my server, which is somewhat expected, even though I'm not into anything like that. Oh, HP up. Ugh. I know I'm not even gonna be able to. I only played one campaign of D&D and it's still going. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I suppose at the point where it's become like you've... Like, how long has it been going? In any context, like, yeah, I think a year. That's relatively long. I guess. Is that about the average duration of a D&D campaign, do you think? It's hosted weekly, but sometimes never. Yeah, that's kind of what the impression I get of a lot of D&D campaigns are. Like, it's pretty hard to get 4 or 5 fully grown adults with different schedules and families and jobs and lives to together consistently every single week. So it's quite difficult to do. Has anybody assessed the ratio of bald NPCs to the actual amount of the bald population in the regular population? Like, what's the ratio of bald Pokemon NPCs to bald people? Is it an accurate representation of the reality of the situation? Or... Because I think I'm seeing way too many bald people. I just wanted to point that out. Oh, hi, Lucky. I still haven't played the Gen 5 games. You should. They're some of the best in the series. What do you do, Min, in the event that one person is missing? Do you just pretend? Yeah, like somebody possessed her body. Do you pretend, or do you canonicize a reason why they couldn't be there that week in the actual game? P, thanks, Jeebus. Really love when you write comments. Marcy, hi Marcy, how's it going? You're playing Ghost Recon? I don't know, is that Tom Clancy's? The Dungeon Master sometimes takes over the character or just disappears. Okay, that's kind of along the lines of what I thought might be the case. I think so. It's not really a serious campaign anyway. Yeah, I could never take something like that too seriously. Sometimes you say they're there, but just being quiet, or as a DM, I'll take over. Okay, so when they get back, do they have to then learn about the consequences of what you did while possessing their body? I'm sure you would never kill off a character while the player wasn't there. What if you did as a punishment for missing the session? You kill their character. My group would just call it NPC mode, and they just do rolls for the better choices. Yeah, I mean, as long as you have a system set up beforehand in the event that it happens, I guess. Alright, what the fuck am I doing? There's nobody left to battle, and I have no levels. Oh yeah, I do think I have to do the Team Plasma stuff before I beat the gym, though. He's gonna be lurking now. Oh, okay. That is Oh, you're playing Final Fantasy 14. Okay. I accidentally switched the numbers around in my mind. I thought you said you were playing Final Fantasy 16, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you moved on to Final Fantasy 16, because I thought you were playing 15. Is 16 is out, right? That game got released. I never hear anything about it. The character's just sidelined. Wait, do you never kill anybody? Does nobody ever die, or? He's level 46. Wait, I thought I clicked Swords Dance. Oh shit. Oh shit. Was lucky for me. I mean, when the person playing that character is not present. I went back and then reread the comment that I already read as a continuation of your next comment and not your previous one. A lot of deaths happen in my campaigns because we do a lot of stupid shit. Well, I think it sounds like it wouldn't be as fun if you didn't do stupid shit sometimes. I kind of want to fight all these trainers because I don't have enough experience. It depends on the referee, but D&D in general is a very easygoing game. Yeah, can you get revived in a campaign like you had the Dragon Balls? I tried a serious campaign and I couldn't finish it. Yeah, couldn't take that too seriously. Poisonally, I could not take that too quite serious. I poisonally couldn't do it. I got dual chorped. So you have a rough skin. D&D does include revives. At quite a low level even. Oh. Can you revive somebody at any point in the campaign? Or like if they've already been rotting for 2 weeks, you're like, okay, you can't do it anymore? So by around the time you're level 5, the group becomes quite immortal if they are at least semi-competent and the referee does not do things to prevent it. Okay. Well, that low-level revive is 1 minute from death, so they only at higher levels you can revive 100-year-old corpses. Okay, and what's the logistics of that? Do the corpses look as they are now, or do they retain kind of the youthful look of their ideal age or the age they were when they died, or how is this VTuber model so articulated? Because it was animated with love. Whoa. Oh, he has Rocky outfit. That's kind of cool. I didn't know they used that. What? Where are my 10 levels down? Oh my god, I don't even kill it. Yipe. Oh, the rock slide doesn't make contact though. All comes to spell description. Ah. I didn't know if it specified things like that. One of the druid variants brings you back as a random race. Not too sure. That is so weird. I don't know if you died at... so you're basically reincarnated. Do you keep all of your old memories? I could see it being fun as having a character who's canonically really, I don't know, racist or speciesist, and then having them be reincarnated into the thing they're prejudiced against. That's probably already been done a million times before, because that's like the most obvious thing I could possibly think of. In my last campaign, there was a character that was a throwaway called Mo Lester. Okay, that's awesome. Tim Lester. May Lester. That kind of sounds like one of my Sims playthroughs. That sounds like a Sims playthrough I had. The computer family. I had a patriarch named Charles Computer who had a bunch of children, and his daughter Charlene Computer ended up being a vampire who was like 200 years old and couldn't die, and had mastered every skill known to man, and was also a famous actor, and took a bite of a plant and became green later in life. Yeah, your D&D campaign sounds like my Sims playthrough. That's funny. That's EFOC. We did play Fortnite a couple months ago. And I don't think me or Miss liked it. I don't think... I think I kind of overwhelmed him. Which is... Alright, I just... You know... Probably best that I stream alone in the first place. Oh, drat. None of my Pokemon do damage, and they don't. And it's only made better that they don't have any HP either. Oh my, was that a crit? Was that a crit? Because he has Eviolate, man. He has Eviolate. Am I gonna die? Am I going to die? My druid conjured 4 apes and destroyed the demon. There's hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and pee no evil. Destroyed the demon. The four magical monkeys. Do not evil. Yes, yes. That is much better than my joke. You made a funnier joke than me, so I think I'm gonna have to ban you if you keep doing that. If you keep being funnier than me. That isn't a joke, really? That's real? But no, that itself was... I'm not gonna ban you. Ever! You can do whatever you want. A lot of places have a 4th monkey called Do Not Evil. I had no clue, and that makes it even funnier because I thought you were taking the piss. So... There's 5 monkeys? Are these the Pokemans? Yeah. Guys, my brain is melting inside my skull. I'm 90... I believe this information is plausible. At worst. You got the 3 OGs that everyone knows, but there's like 2 other... Yeah. Oh. Whoops. Guys, my brain is not calculating things at a super quick speed right now. Okay, guys, it's not looking good for me. Okay, guys, it's not looking great. Alright. Is that not a cool animation for the Nintendo DS? I have to do a rotation battle? The worst mechanic from Gen 5 that never made it into another game? Wait, I think they did make it into Gen 6. They just haven't really been in a lot of games since. You're the second streamer I've seen playing the Black and White sequel. Who was the first? Actually, don't answer that question. I don't really care. But yeah, they're really good games. Hi, can I call you Daddy? No. Mizaru Kikazaru Iwazaru. It's like based upon Buddhist philosophy. Oh, you're talking about the monkey still. Okay. Yeah, the Westerners will often fetishize Eastern philosophy sometimes. As I don't know, I think it kind of contributes to some misconceptions. I got the event Shiny Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina back in Black too. I never got any event Pokemon. I think maybe I happened to get an event Pokemon at the GameStop that we weren't going to get the event Pokemon at. It just so happened to line up with me having my DS and walking into a GameStop for like 1 out of 2 times in a year. But I also didn't know how to connect my DS to the Wi-Fi when I was a kid. So I never did any online play until I was like 12 or 13. They built a real-life Freddy Fazbear restaurant? Oh my god. Did they? What is it called? Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria? We had the apes attack at the same turn I did to avoid a headache of 4 different monkeys. That's funny. Yeah, I have done the DNS exploit before, just on my regular copy. But it doesn't capture the magic of, you know, being at an event when you were a kid, which was pretty fucking cool. The very few, or even one time I got to experience it, all that I remember. Triple battles. Not sure. Are you feeling any better right now? I know I asked you earlier, but like, are you feeling any better right now? Now? Sinatra, darling, are you feeling any better, baby? Sinatra, baby, are you feeling any better? Sinatra, dear, honey, are you feeling any better, babe? I don't have Pokemon transfer? Yeah, it sucks. Wait, my Servine died. That's not supposed to happen. You still had the monkeys still exist. That's awesome. Here's Alfalfa's debut. God, I wish I had Blizzard. It would one-shot his entire team. Did I not Sword Stance? Mecha Bunny, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Teehee. Oh dear, oh dear. Guys, I'm getting rolled, cause. Okay. I'm just under leveled. No. Okay, sorry, I did. I'm failing at basic mechanics. Tabletop RPGs tend to often be controlled by turn order. Amount of actions you can do per turn, and depending on the rule set. Healing is not necessarily unless you could. Otherwise, it's a waste of an action to heal someone if you can just attack at the same turn. Okay, so it's just strategy. This scares you? What did you want me to say to that? Whoa. How'd you do that? How'd you do what? I paid somebody else to do it? It moves in an odd way. Yeah, because it's animated. Pretendo. Oh, I'm spooked. Oh, hi, Gangrene. You came back. You came back. Yeah. I think most people here are on the Discord. They're on the community Discord, which you could join if you're not here in the community Discord. It's joinable, and you could be there. Yeah, you're allowed to. You're allowed. In fact, I have made it clear multiple times. I prefer when people chat because I like talking to people. Hee hee. Oh, I got access to Earthquake. It's so over for them. I'm having a really tough time right now. What are you having a tough time with? Someone stole your art supplies? How did that happen? What kind of art supplies? Did you find out who it was? They didn't know who it was? What all got stolen? Yeah. Yeah, like, how much were all the supplies worth? Is it something you can recover from? Oh yeah, people, you can't leave your power tools out. They get stolen. Pens, pencils, erasers. I don't have a job right now, so I can't replace them regardless of their price. Yeah, I mean, it sucks to get anything stolen. Do you have more, or is that all that you had? I got a whole bunch of like. I got a whole bunch of artistic colored pencils and stuff that I thought I would use doing art, and it just never ended up happening because I'm not very talented at it. But yeah, I'm sorry, that sucks. Virginia? Where in Virginia are you? My mom's side of the family is from South Hill. Do you know where South Hill is? No idea. Oh, it's right near the North Carolina border. It's near Lake Gaston. Do you know where Lake Gaston is? I'm not from over the. That's Virginia. The Lake Gaston is in Virginia and North Carolina. It's pretty big. But even that, you're not aware of, or Didn't really know that. Yeah, not from that part of VA. Okay. I was just wondering if it was from a part of VA that I would know. I've been to Virginia Beach a couple times. I've been to Blacksburg. I've been to VA Tech. I've never been anywhere on the east side of the U.S. besides like Alabama, and that's not even on the east. That's like not even East Coast. It's on the Gulf of Mexico, but it's not East Coast. It's more central than it is east, really. Yeah, Alabama's not on the East Coast. I've never been to the USA. Oh, that's why you thought maybe states would have social programs, because you've never been to the USA. Oh, that's why you thought there would be a program that you could have things that you need. Oh, that's why. That's why you thought maybe that it would exist, because it exists in your country. Oh, that's why. Yeah. You got churches that do shit? No, not really. Not when it comes to that. And you know, with churches too, there's always the expectation. See, people like Republicans are super opposed to government-run charity, because when they can do it behind a church, then you can keep people coming back, and then you can keep, you know. It's a vehicle for you to extend your message a little bit further. They can't have it secularized. They need to make people dependent on the church, so the church can then influence them. So I'm skeptical of church-run charities in the first place. Okay, my Lucario, he's no. Who has a lot of car theft? I mean, like in LA, there's a lot of car theft, I guess. There's a ton of churches here that do like giant food drives but give out very low quality foods. Yeah, it's a very the worst we have here is dudes stealing bikes. Yeah. Well, we have that in the USA too. Don't forget. I can't set up on this thing if he there are for sure gangs in my city, bike theft specifically. At least some very small time operations. Yeah, I do know about those too. And the thing I know about Europe that it would never fly in the United States is the scammers, you know, that do the little cup tricks and stuff like that, or, you know, they hand you a bracelet and say, oh, you know, give me some money in return. That would never fly in the United States of America. You would get clocked. If you tried to pull that shit on an American in America, it would not go over well for you. And I'm not saying whether that's an objectively good or bad thing. I think it's a good thing, but you ain't clocking them because it's 5 big guys. You are clocking them because you have a gun, bro. If you fight back, you pull out a gun. That's what you do in America. They also have a gun. Everybody has a gun, but that's how it works here. But no. No, nobody would pull out a gun over anything like that. In America, and I imagine a lot of other places too, I don't know. It just, I don't see anything like that in. I don't know what that means. Mint. Cutting cables and got arrested during the act. Well, I don't think that's like a scammer thing. I'm dead. Yeah, panhandling. There is panhandling. There is, You're the furry I always see on my Instagram. I love your stories. Oh, hi, thank you. Hello. Hi. How you doing? I appreciate that. Also, I'm going to lose this battle. I'm completely underleveled. Yeah, there's definitely panhandlers, but it's more they try to guilt you into doing something instead of like aggressively pursuing you if you don't do the thing that they want you to do. Like there's no little trick that they try to do to, you know, bring in your attention. They just, which is why I think it's super. It works so much on tourists because I like the animation that Sam did today. Yeah, it's really good. So I kind of want to just die already in this match. Do people playing music or singing count as panhandlers? I mean, I don't really know what the strict definition is, but the difference between like an American panhandler and a European panhandler, to me, from what I've seen, I'm not saying this is true all the time. There's probably people who do this in America too. I just don't know if it's as widespread. Like an American panhandler will not like aggressively pursue you if they're just apathetic towards you, and if you just so happen to, you know, fall on, if you just so happen to give them money, then they're happy with that. Don't you have the Spider-Man cosplay? I mean, that's probably... They probably exist. Again, I'm not saying it doesn't exist in America. Or maybe I kind of was. I just haven't seen anything like that. I thought those scams were all stuff that happens. So, like every time I hear about that stuff happening, I hear it happening about in other places. Sorry, I'm not articulate right now. I'm just my brain is not working super well. Anyways, I wasn't really trying to make a super big point. I just feel like if you tried to do that in America, you are more likely to get punched in the face because we have way more lax self-defense laws, whether for better or for worse. But yeah, I'm talking about Paris is the worst when I see the videos. Yeah, the bracelet scams. Yeah, I'm sure it for sure exists in the USA. Just in different form. Yeah. I'm just saying when it comes to that, I just don't see the scammers act as aggressive in the US. Yeah, fake parking attendants. Yeah, well that's just that's getting the government involved too. Which is, I think that even goes a level beyond street scamming. I don't know. Could I perhaps win? If I get hit by one move that's not resisted, I probably die. Oh my god, he's just dragon dancing on me. He's gonna keep he's just dragon dancing. How did that happen? How do we win that fight? Yeah, the American form of scamming is not is a lot more just trying to induce a lot of guilt. You're trying to make the other person feel as bad as possible. The American form of scamming is really exploiting the social expectation. But I don't know if that's uniquely American either. I don't know. Maybe scammers aren't really different anywhere. Yeah. Little girls selling flowers. Yeah. I've heard in some. I don't know, some like. You know, maybe on the Siamese Peninsula, they'll have like. Like kids just going out and begging, kind of like positioning kids on corners to beg. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of like, this conversation is kind of making me realize that I don't think when people have the opportunity to be shitty, or they're put into a situation where they feel like that's what they have to do to survive, I don't think that's unique to any culture, I guess. Is what I think the lesson is. I don't know. I'm just saying, sometimes when I see the videos in Paris, I see them doing stuff that you would get punched in the face in the U.S., and sometimes they still get punched in the face in Paris. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was under the assumption we were talking about like the more organized stuff, where people go out of the house and they're like, today I'm going to scam. That's what my plan is. That's how I'm gonna make money today. I'm gonna scam other people. That's kind of what I was thinking about when I was talking about, you know, all that kind of stuff. In Nevada and South Cali, there's giant rings and organizations for that stuff. I think it's, you know, more than Nevada and South Cali. That's for sure. I mean, shit, Atlanta is the human trafficking capital of the world, right? Or was it Atlanta? Shit, I don't want to spread information. Was it Atlanta? Hold on. Don't take that. I already said it, but don't take it as information until I Google it. I don't want to. What is the human trafficking? Is this gonna give me capital? Hi, Woodland Dreamer. I don't know. When I looked it up, it said Atlanta. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't, you know, saying bullshit before I said it. Hi, Yora. Hello. Guys, I don't know if I could do a very long stream today. What'd you learn? What'd you learn today, Woodland Dreamer? Share it with the class. What am I doing? There's gonna be an IRL that Sinatra literally came into my chat, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ago and told me the exact same thing about the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza in New Jersey. He did make it sound though like it had already existed, but they're building it. Okay, that's cool. I think that's cool. There's an entire series on why it's a bad idea. Also, the American Dream Mall is funny as fuck. That is a really funny name for a mall. American Dream Mall, fuck off. The mall culture is dying in the US. Yes, it is, and that's why it's so fucking poetic. Is because the American dream is dead too. That's awesome. That's awesome. American Nightmare. The American Freddy Fazbear's Pizza at the American Dream Mall. This is the bright new innovation we need to revive the dying mall culture in the United States. Yeah, well, mall culture sucks here is because we don't have walkable cities. I think that's the big reason. It's just a nice building with multiple shops. Yeah. If you live in a city, okay, if you live in a city, number one, you kind of basically living in a slightly bigger mall anyways. If it's walkable. If it's walkable. If it's not walkable, I have to go drive 25 minutes to Raleigh to go get to the nearest mall, and my nearest mall kind of is whatever. Triangle Town Center is alright. It's kind of cool, but nobody goes there anymore. If you're from here, it sounds completely normal. If you're not, I'm just from a place that we call the Triangle in North Carolina. The Research Triangle. But colloquially, it's, most people refer to it as the Triangle. Finally fucking home. Were you rattled up? Did you get hurt at all? I hope it's not one of those issues where you're like, okay, I don't want to go into the ambulance, and then a week later, your spine splits in two, and you can't walk for the rest of your life, and then the eternity after that. That'll happen. That'll happen. Well, I'm Freddy Fazbear. I'm gonna make you scared. I'm Shadow Freddy, I'm so awesome in black. No, I was in the shit truck. We had 10k pounds on that car. It felt like we hit a curb. Oh, okay. Awesome. The lore of Project Zomboid started from a research experiment in that triangle. We do a lot of experiments here. I didn't know we experimented with DNA like that. Although I probably should have anticipated that we did. Where is Zomboid set then? Is it set in North Carolina? Oh, the guy that hit you? Zomboid is set in Kentucky? Well, are you sure that they're actually zombies, or that's just the people that live there? I suppose that's why the game is so popular. It's because you can never really know. It's sort of like a psychological horror. Oh, is airbags? Well, that's. I mean, you gotta hit it pretty hard to get your airbags to deploy. But they released it from the secret lab in Kentucky. So has it only spread to Kentucky at this point? Have they been able to contain it inside of Kentucky? Because if they've been able to contain it inside of Kentucky, I don't really see what the problem is. We haven't really lost that much. We'll have to make another creation museum somewhere else, but it's okay. In game lore, 95% of humanity died within a month. Oh, that's sad. Good thing it's not real. I love Pokemon. When you start Project Zomboid, you start 2 weeks after patient 0 is believed to have been infected. By July 29th, the entire world is infected. You start quickly after the Kentucky exclusion zone becomes overrun and people break down the fences. So are you just waiting to die then, basically? Are there's a select immune few, or you start on July 9th? So kind of like a pluribus. Oh, you can't get past here. Okay. Oh shit! I haven't. Do I want to talk about pluribus? Has anybody? Nobody is immune to bites and possibly scratches. Yeah, please no spoilers. Okay. Yep. I was just making sure. I'm curious about Pluribus. It's a good show. Watch it. I'm not going to talk about it because we said no spoilers. Oh, I think it's very good. But, okay, how old is Pluribus? How old is Pluribus? When did the show come out? Pluribus came out November 7th, 2025. Okay. In 2 months and 29 or 28 days. When it's been exactly a year since Pluribus came out, then I'm gonna start talking about it. Because at that point you've had a year to see it. And then I won't feel bad for you if you get spoiled. Isn't it funny how our parents try to stamp out the roots to what we become and instead... Sorry, I can't. I'm not capable of comprehending that right now. Our parents try to stamp out the roots to what we become and instead... Oh. Okay, now I understand. I just needed to read it a little bit slower because I haven't slept in a really long time. Okay, no, yeah, I agree with that. In fact, I made a short about it. I literally made a short about that. About my dad, sending me to Boy Scouts to make me become more masculine, but then we did gay stuff there. Yeah, usually if there's no underlying issues, chill upbringing generally leads to chill people. I had super strict parents, but I still somehow found a way to become a gay furry. Oh yeah, my dad removed the door on my room when I was a teenager, which was, I don't know. It's bad because I didn't... Okay, my dad did a lot of fucked up things that I don't really agree with, but I was also getting groomed, and they didn't know how to stop it. Because I would always have some other way to contact whoever it was that I was talking to, and... That is insane Pango lore? Well, I mean... I don't really want to open up the can of worms again because... I don't know, it was a real thing that happened with real people, including me. And, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the specifics of what happened. Just, you know, I mean, just that you're aware that it happened. I guess there is a problem with it that I think people are uncomfortable addressing sometimes. Who didn't get groomed? At this point, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who didn't get groomed. Am I really a victim if it happened to fucking everyone at this point? I feel really bad for all of you. I mean, it was done by our own. It was done by our own. People just like us. And you never know who they are. You never know who it is, the people that are doing it. Yeah, I think everybody has parents who made mistakes at one point. I don't think super. I mean, my parents, my mom chilled out so much after she wasn't with my dad anymore because they brought out the worst in each other. Well, my dad brought out the worst in my mom. I don't know if my mom brought out the worst in my dad because my mom is such a fantastic, wonderful person, and like after they got divorced, and my dad is not a fantastic, wonderful person, and he's gotten worse actually. So I don't even know if it's fair to say that they brought out the worst in each other, because from my dad, all I've ever seen is the worst. And from my mom, I've seen sometimes bad and then really good. My family is made up of many idiots like my uncle who got an MRI after getting prison tattoos. That's really funny. Got prison He thinks the prison tattoos gave him cancer or something? COVID happened, all my parents' restrictions completely stopped. Oh, what way? Like, they finally stopped caring, or... Oh, no, I didn't understand. Yeah, I don't have any idea about prison tattoos. Yeah, no, MRIs... Shit, that must have hurt. It must have been pulling his skin towards the machine. It must have made him bleed. I would imagine. Kind of wish my parents would have divorced. They're both very unhappy, but aren't in the same household. They're not in the same... Are they separated? I mean, to me, most of the time, people who are separated, I've never seen separation not end in divorce. In my personal experience. You don't even know where your dad lives. That's fine. If my dad moved today, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't try to figure out where he lived. Divorce costs too much and my mom kind of relies on the income. Yep. as bad as my parents were for each other, they didn't have an amicable divorce, but they didn't have a messy divorce. They had just about as respectful of a divorce as they could have had. At least from the perspective of myself. We live in some fucking crazy ass countries most of us just live in America, I think. I know Zabmary doesn't. I couldn't remember if Cryogonal was physically frail or especially frail, because I know it has a god awful. You make it seem quite depressing. Well, I mean, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. My parents are still happily married. I feel like I'm the only one of my friends with that situation. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you were. It's, I believe at this point it's more common for people to be divorced than to remain married. I don't really know what to say. I mean, nothing you could say that really hasn't been said already. And we're working on it. We're getting some there's been a lot of really good progress made recently. In the last year or so. We are a lot of people in the news, a lot of candidates for office I've had really favorable opinions of. People who really want change. People like Mamdani, people like El Sayed. People who are willing and very much capable of making things better for people. You know, my parents never married. Somehow are still together. Usually, I mean, in America, they probably would get married at some point because there's tax benefits to getting married. It makes things easier, I've heard. But yeah, aside from the kind of social pressure to get married, if you don't find it personally necessary, then if you don't get married, I don't really see a problem with that. Oh wait, what did they do? I think I go this way. I found a new sport that I love. Oh, please share. You love watching? You didn't go out and play sports while you had a concussion, right? My wife. Thinking of Jerry saying that. Oh, I can't. You were mentioning Pluribus earlier. Watching that show is extra funny, extra fun for me since I live there. Super surreal to recognize all the sets. Oh, you recognize all these sets? Like, these places are like familiar to you? That's cool. Did you know about the Whole Foods? Have you been to that Whole Foods before? You have? That's awesome. That's really awesome. So I suppose you feel the same about Albuquerque, you know, being in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul as well. Do you feel that way? So what am I doing? Oh, okay, yeah. So you just confirmed the thought that I was having in my head. I sent it to you. It's really interesting. It's a 1v1 and people throw weapons to kill the opponent. I'll have to take a look. Oh, you sent me... it's like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but it's like a street fight because you're reaching for the gun. that's that's really fucking funny, actually. I think that's really funny. I like that. I like that a lot. It's sick. Women do it too. Why wouldn't they? Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's get back to the game. Oh, it's not down here? What am I doing? I forgot where everything is. Sorry. You're good, little gay boy. What was in the 80s? Oh, yeah. Rin. Yeah, I did read about that in Pluribus. When I saw the scene that was the mayor, I looked it up the second that I saw the scene to see if that was the real mayor, and he was. I thought that was super awesome. Okay, but we cannot talk anymore about Pluribus because we have people into here that haven't seen it yet, and like I said, in 2 months, in however many days, we can talk about Pluribus. I'm making this rule now. I'm gonna give it a year. If you haven't seen the media yet, then you're SOL. But before a year, I'm not gonna talk about stuff unless we can get like a majority opinion or approval. I just wanted to make that small fact, but zip. Oh. Well, I didn't want you to stop talking. You're welcome to continue to. I would love to have you continue to talk and chat here. I just was a Pluribus. Too late. You're too late for the conversation. You're too late for the conversation. We're not gonna continue. No, I'm a yapper. I love yappers in my chat because it makes streaming a lot easier. Because I don't know. I've said this probably hundreds of times, not hundreds of times, but I've said this many times on stream before. It's really hard to fill dead air. You know, when you're a small little fry. It was way harder earlier in my streaming career where I'm like, nobody's talking in chat and I have to constantly speak and try to be entertaining. But I love yappers because you can have a conversation with them and you can go back and forth, which is super super awesome. I love people that make chat more lively. I'm a small streamer. I'm very thankful for my mod slash roommate because he really keeps the dead air low. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Good to have people like that in chat. It makes me also I've totally. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm supposed to go the only place I didn't go. Okay, fantastic. I would hate to have to live in this town with ice everywhere. Well, that's okay. I was gonna... I was formulating a joke in my brain about snowplows. But I didn't quite stick the landing, and you're just gonna get stuck with that. "67 is also a sexual joke, at least in Spanish. The word for six in German is sex. It's more like Zex. Because they don't really have this sound in German. Sechs, sieben, ja. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 30, 30 is 20, 21, 22, 23, and I can do it up to 100. But I don't know, it's been like... No, I don't speak German. I just know how to count. That's all. That's the only thing I can do. I don't know any other words. I see. Oh, but I could say ich sehe, which is I see. I know that too. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. What? Sorry, I'm... How many times have I scrolled through this dialogue? Okay, I'm not paying attention to any of the dialogue, but at this point in the game, are you also someone with a bad sense of direction in games? Actually, not particularly, really. I was when I was a kid, maybe, but no. Right now, I'm just going on. I think I've had 7 to 8 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. I'm not reading. Why stream this early? Because I can't go to bed. I can't sleep. That's why. I can't sleep. I can't fucking sleep. I'm having that's terrible sleeping. I know it's terrible sleeping, and it has never been this bad before. That's a lie. It has. It just hasn't been this bad recently. Like, not within the last year or two has it been this bad. Someone grab the big hammer and bonk pig. Yeah, that would. I think traumatic head injury would be preferable to not sleeping again for another 24 hours. Oh yeah, again, I'm supposed to go in the fuck. Like, I am on autopilot right now. There is no conscious thought guiding me through this game. Induced coma, yes. If chloroform did not give you brain damage, I would be huffing tubes of that shit every day. It would be a cheat code. I do like any anesthesiologists in here. In my chat, probably not. Probably not. If you really think about it, everything gives you brain damage. Okay. Alex Jones was selling a really cool pill the last time I was checked. You might want to take that one back. You might... You might want to take that one back. He was selling some really cool shit last time I saw. Guys, I think I've been awake for way too long. When I said I was gonna use chloroform, I meant on myself so I could fall asleep. Not on any other people. For benign or evil intentions. Okay? The chloroform's for me. It's certainly not for you, Sinatra. Oh yeah, he's outside. You're not gonna share it? Not with you. What would I need you for? I'm supposed to beat the gym leader, but I'm also... Okay, but no, Jeebus, I'm sorry. Sorry, I was being mean. He went to go swim off of the... Sorry, the gym leader's gone. He went to go swim. Actually, that's like a perfectly reasonable excuse to not be there. If you didn't know somebody was coming. I don't know why I'm making fun of that. It's just... that thing well-adjusted people might do. Oh, I can't hit this thing, but I can run away. Yeah, this is normally around when I go live, and I've been streaming for 2 hours already. You got a quite a big head start. Whoa. Whoa. A brain talking about itself is the compartmentalization, I think, of the universe talking about itself. The universe experiencing itself. I have talked about my personal beliefs when it comes to what the purpose of human life is with a friend recently, someone you guys know. But I don't know if you guys are ready for it. I did get banned from a Discord one. Well, I didn't get banned. I left before I could get banned. I probably was gonna get banned, but I told one. I was having a conversation with one of the moderators of said Discord, and was that no substances. I don't know, maybe a little weed, but there's always a little weed involved. That's the baseline. Don't even consider that. But I was having a conversation with the moderator of said server about our beliefs on the supernatural. They were pretty adamant that ghosts existed and were around us, and they had seen them before. And I was like, I just don't really think there's any evidence of that being real. I can't convince myself to believe and I just don't think it's and then they somehow took my rejection of that belief as a criticism of them having that belief. In a way, maybe it was. But then they asked me what my beliefs were, like if I believed in a higher power or anything, and I was like, no. In fact, I'm really not even sure that free will exists in the way that we think it does. And they proceeded to like actually just start calling me names because they found that so offensive. And then I was like, okay, whatever, dude, you're a fucking weirdo anyways. So I ended up leaving the Discord, which sucked a lot. And that guy sucks, and I don't like him, and he sucks. So nothing more to say than that, really. He's just a stupid moron idiot who thinks stupid moron idiot things. A Discord moderator abusing the power? Crazy, yeah. Might be the first recorded occurrence in history. But I guess spiritualism just happened to be a core part of their identity, and because I rejected it, they believed that I rejected them, which you know what, I think might not be too terrible of a thing in the first place. I like calm mind. What am I doing? I don't want Calm Mind. Keep old moves. Yes, give up on Calm Mind. Yeah, it seemed like they had a lot of personal problems. But I mean, I've never really subscribed to any of that stuff. But I don't know. The people who are also just traditionally religious too will be like, you know, I have a super close personal relationship with my Lord and Savior, and then they'll be like, you see Dr. Disrespect's new fucking stupid Shungite crystal? It's so dumb. It doesn't do anything. Meanwhile, they're putting 20% of their paycheck into the offering plate every single week. My dad is super religious and believes in ghosts and shit too. I hope that does not negatively affect your relationship. And if it does, then I understand. Because I no longer have a relationship with my dad because of stupid religious shit. It's complicated? Yeah. It always is with stuff like that. It always is. Because they're not capable of making it not complicated. Until you have to step it. The only time it becomes not complicated is when you have to put your foot down and decide that it's not complicated anymore. And the only way you can do that, I think, is by telling them to fuck off. Which is what I did with my dad, so. Oh yeah, Rin, are you in the Discord yet? I forgot to ask. There's anybody who hasn't, you know, joined the Discord yet, I would encourage them to do so if you want. You have one? Yeah. It's it should be next to my follower number on PC if you're on PC. It'll say in my about section, it'll have my links to all my socials. Except it doesn't let me link an Instagram. I don't know why it does that. Is it because Meta is a competitor to Amazon?
Open the door! Open the door!
Kippy will be kitty. Oh, it's Kippy. What do you think of chili dogs? I've never had a chili dog in my life. Oh, I found it. Hooray. I should get a Discord commit. I'm so lazy. I did add some 7TV emotes recently, though, which I thought were super cool. And I am so down with chat suggesting more 7TV emotes. And then if you haven't been in the stream before either, we also have like text-to-speech rewards. Like there's like a ton of shit I've been trying to set up recently. Well, I have to tell people in my Discord that I disabled embeds in the general chat. You can use it in any other chat. I disabled them in general chat because people kept spamming fucking links that had nothing to do with anything. And then it's been this way for like a couple of weeks, and they still keep doing. It's not gonna. I think I've gone on record multiple times saying the reason. I am going to flex my embed perms the next time somebody does it. What is embed? It's when you put a link. I don't like how that fish is looking at me. The one in the game. Yeah, it's kind of got bedroom eyes. That's okay though. That's okay. We're happy with that. We're fine with that. Oh, whoops. I'm not trying to use my very real controller. Yeah, it's a link. When you post a link in the channel though, it'll show a preview of like what you're gonna watch in the video, or it'll show the actual video itself. And you can just click it and watch it in Discord without even going to the browser. But if you have embeds disabled, it won't do that. And I disabled embeds in the general chat because people kept just posting random shit that there were channels for. And they're still doing it. Which, it does not bother me enough that, like, I'm gonna take him to the side and be super angry. Like, I'm not even upset about it, really. It's, it is a no memes in general Discord. Like, if you post a meme in general, your embed's just gonna fail, and then I'm not gonna remove it or anything, because I don't care that much. But not yet. For some reason, the Discord invite link doesn't work for me. Do you have like your age verified on Discord? Because it is an 18+ link. It is an 18+ link. Not that you're allowed to post anything. You're not allowed to post porn in the Discord. I just don't want minors in, because, you know, on the off chance, you know, that something not safe for work does get posted in the Discord, or on the off chance that a minor does get in the Discord, I don't want there to be NSFW stuff in there. Which has already happened, by the way. Somebody who was under 18 did get into the Discord. And was talking there for a while, and lied to me about it, and not that nothing happened with that person, but you know, I was like, you can come back when you're 18, man, but I can't have you here. Anyways. I've been on this screen for fucking ages now. I'm definitely not gonna beat the game today because I don't think I have that dog in me right now. I don't have the energy. But I can go for like another hour or two maybe, and we can get close, and then we can beat the game tomorrow. We can beat the game tomorrow and start something new, or we can do some of the post game content. You just sleep late 16 hours. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of control over that. Am I gonna get one shot? Yeah, it's close combat. I'm dead. Goodbye. I wonder if Swan is faster than Heracross. Let's test. No. The answer is no, but at least it can insta-kill us. Oh yeah, I talked about it in the Discord. I watched Obsession this morning for the first time. Guys, I need to see that. It is one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's really, really good. I'm not gonna read that on stream. But, rock on, brother. My friends have been wanting to. I just have a Plex account with it on there. I was not afraid of taking a dig from Onyx because that Pokemon has like a 35 base attack stat. Onyx's attack is pathetic. Wait, should I have censored that word? No. As long as it just doesn't go in the highlights video, that's fine. I usually don't pay for movies, but I went to theaters just to see I went to the Backrooms movie in theaters too. I did not buy drinks though, which is Swords Dance is better than Hone Claws. Backrooms was really good. If I had to compare Backrooms to Obsession though, I think Obsession was like, I don't know, it's like the magnitude scale. Backrooms was really, really good, but Obsession is like a 1 point higher on the scale, but that means it was like 5 times better, is what I mean by that. Even though Backrooms was amazing, Obsession was not a life-changing experience, but I believe Obsession was art. Are you a horror fan too? No, I hate it. I like existential horror. I don't like horror. What people think of when they think of horror normally. I like the existential stuff. I like, you know, the more surreal stuff. So like SCP, some of the SCP stuff is interesting to me. A lot of it is just really amateur and not interesting though. SCP is sort of an unfortunate fandom for me because I feel like I have to wade through a lot of shit to get some good stuff. But when the good stuff is there, and the good stuff is really good. Yeah. I like all horror, but yeah. Yeah, SCP is incredibly mixed. It's very inconsistent. But I guess it would be when you have lore that's created by like thousands of different people and meant to. I love psychological horror. That's my favorite kind of horror. Yeah, me too. What bagels are bagels? I don't really know what the definition of a bagel is. I just know that I like chive and onion cream cheese and Asiago bagels from Panera Bread. But yeah, psychological horror is my favorite kind of horror. In fact, it's the only horror I can really stomach. I did attempt to write a horror movie script, a psychological horror script, a couple years ago, and I shared it with some people recently. And when I shared, I was really proud of this, by the way. And when I shared it, they were like, "You wrote Jacob's Ladder." And I knew what Jacob's Ladder was. I knew it was a cult classic film that was really, really highly praised by critics. And then I started looking through the synopsis, and it's not one-to-one Jacob's Ladder, but there are themes of, like, you know, this sort of outside influence. You're not quite sure if it's paranormal, if it exists within the character's head. You start to uncover more and more about their backstory, why they are, you know, the way that they are. And once you uncover more and more about that backstory, it becomes more and more clear why the things that are happening, I guess. And I don't know. I might have to talk to you later when I feel a little more articulate about it, and then I could possibly even show you what I did. But yeah, it's I don't know. It was a story about a guy struggling with mental health issues that starts experiencing like these bouts of he starts experiencing these bouts of psychosis, but it's not super clear whether or not the things that he experiences are real. And anyways, yeah, we could chat about it. I'll probably talk about it in Discord later once I get some sleep. Like, I'm tripping over my words. This doesn't happen very often. It does happen often. Just not as often as it's happening now. I'd say it normally happens a reasonable amount of the time. But yeah, I haven't even seen Jacob's Ladder, and now I'm sort of afraid to see it because sometimes I look at things that encapsulate a vision that I've had myself so perfectly, better than I could ever do it myself. And if it's been done already, I almost live in fear of it because yeah, I hesitate because I'm afraid it's gonna be too good, you know? In a way. Because when I read about it, it sounded like my perfect movie. The movie I would rather make more than anything. Please give me all these movie recommendations. Do I want to make a movies chat on my Discord? Should I make a movies chat? That could be fun, because I would like to talk about movies. I want to leave more Letterboxd reviews. The problem was that my age was not verified. I figured that's what the problem was. It usually is. The only reason I think you wouldn't be allowed in is if you got banned on that account before. And I've banned maybe a total of 10 people over the course of the entire Discord's existence. Haven't had a super big reason to ban people. Actually, I kind of just want to chill out with the Pokemon right now. I think I'm done with the Pokemon. My brain can't continue to do. I think I'm probably gonna head off a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to. I want to get some more sleep, and then I don't know. We can resume the conversation on Discord or tomorrow. I just feel like I'm hitting a brick wall. Yeah, I'm so sleepy. I've never been this sleepy. And Rin, you're unlucky because my last streams have been like 8 hours, 13 hours, 8 hours, like 6 hours before that. You just happened to watch the one stream where like I literally I just can't keep my eyes open. But yet, thank you all so much. Should I find someone to raid? Oh, I like quad. Yeah. That happened like not even a week ago. the TCG streams. Anyways, I'm going to raid a pretty cool guy. And